So today we are going to understand bit manipulation questions, in which we will understand some of the questions like power of 2, number of 1 bits, reverse bit, and single number. So this is coming from the bit manipulation, and that is very important for the interviews. And we have to understand the first questions, power of 2, in which you can see that is very easy questions, in which it is saying that given an integer and return true if it is a power of 2, otherwise return false. An integer n is a power of 2 if there exists an integer x such that n is equal to the power x, right? Means if it is the power of 2, we will return true, or if not, then we will return false. As example, first we have given n equal to 1. It means output is true because 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1, and that's why we are returning the value true. Now example 2, we have n equal to 16, and that's the reason it is true because 2 to the power 4 equal to what? 16. But in the case n equal to 3, that is not the case, because if we will pass 2 to the power 3, it will come to what? 2 into 2 into 2. It means 2 to 4 into 8, right? 2 to 4 and 4 into 2 is equal to 8. And if we'll pass 2 to the power 2, it means it is come 4, and we are not getting 3, and that's why its output value is for false. I think you will understand. You have understood this example. So let's understand the solution. Now we have question this power of 2, so that we will pass always a integer n as an input, and this is the function we will return the boolean. So answer can be anything, right? Answer first we can do in the single line. What we will do? N is greater than 0 and n minus 1 equal to what? 0. It means we are calculating here if n is greater than 0, if value of 0, if n should be always what? Greater than 0, right? And we have to do what? n and n minus 1. That is called what? Bit manipulation, and it should return what? True or false, right? If equal to 0 means we will return boolean true. Answer 2 is what? If we check n equal to 1, we return true. That is your base case. If n is less than equal to 0, we will return false. And if n mod 2 is equal to 0 means this is the power of, we have to return is power of 2 n by 2, and we will return true. And because we are doing what? N by 2, we are doing what? Dividing the value, and else we will return false. This is a very good example. Okay, so in this way we will do power of 2. Next we have number of 1 bits, right? Number of bits, there is a question. It is saying that write a function that takes an unsigned integer and return the number of ones bit, and it has also known as the Hamming weight. Okay, so in the note it is saying that note that in the some language such as Java, there is no unsigned integer type. In this case, the input will be given as an integer type, that is assigned. It should not affect your implementation, as integers integral binary representation is the same whether it is assigned or unsigned in Java. The compiler represents the signed integer using 2s complements notation, and therefore example 3, the input represents the sign -3, in which you can see the example. First we have n, it is giving a unsigned integer, right? And that's output is coming what? Y 3, and it is happening why the input binary is like this one. And if it is has how many ones we have? We have 3 ones have in the unsigned integer, right? And that's why we are getting the output as 3. But when we are seeing example 2, there is only one in the unsigned integer, and that's why we are getting the integer what? Output as 1. But when we are seeing example 3, we have n, and it has only 1 0, and remaining all are what? 1, and total 1 is what? 31, and that's why we are getting the output 31. So if this type of the problem is here, so in the Java it is very easy, but in other languages the unsigned integer is different, right? So let's understand here. If we have in the Java, right, we have the integer n, and that is called unsigned integer. We'll pass into here, and that's why the answer first can be, if we will take initial value in answer 0, while n not equal to 0, what we will do? We'll do n equal to n, and we'll take the bit manipulation n minus 1, and that will come what? N value, and we will update the n, and that's called answer plus plus. we will return answer. And because it is why happening, because we are checking the value, right? If n and n minus 1 will update the n value, and it should not be 0. If this is the 0, it means what? It is completely coming what? True, right? So it will update till we are getting value. And that's the reason once means 1. If you calculate n into n, let's see, n is what? Some value, n minus means some value, and both we are getting, that will come what? N. And finally we will return answer, okay, because we will calculate all the ones. And in the answer 2, what we can do, we will use integer to bit count, and we will pass the n. This is also, it will return in the Java directly your all the bit count of 1. Okay, so any of these two problem you can solve by your own. Okay, next we have reverse bit, in which we can see that question is saying that we have to reverse the bits of given 32 bits unsigned integer. And you can see the input we have n, that is given, and we have to convert into the unsigned we have to convert this we have to reverse these bits into the given output. Okay, so you can see we have this value and we are converting this into this one, because if we convert this to, it will come to here, right? And the binary input string is represented this one, to the unsigned is what? This one. And so it returns this, which its binary is representation is this one. Okay, so it's also very easy. You can see we have two problem two answers here. First we will take int num, and then we will take value what? 0. We will count 31, and initial value we take when we count is greater than equal to 0, and we will do minus minus count, and in which we will take num plus n and n and 1 star 1 should will we'll take one shift count, and it will update your n equal to n shift 1, and then the loop will continue, and finally we will get our num, and that we have to return as an integer, that is called our unsigned integer. Another approach is we have to take a solution, and int p equal to what? 31, and p not equal to 0. Then int k we will take n, and 1 will get a k, in which we have to take solution plus k start 2, and then we'll update n is what? 1, and p minus minus, correct? And then we will take n and 1 equal to 1, and we will return solution 1 plus 1, and we will return solution. Thank you. If you have any doubt, please let me know.